Hi, Sarah. It's nice to meet you.
It's really nice to meet you too.
I don't know if you maybe want to start off by just saying what brings you to counseling. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I needed to come in because, I've always had a bit of a temper, but I've never gotten physical with anyone before. And me and my mom just got in a fight. It got physical. Like no one really got hurt, but I just don't like that we were putting our hands on each other.
Hmm.
And she just made me really, really mad. But I still feel like, you know, like even what she was asking me about and we were fighting about wasn't that serious. So I just feel like I need to start trying to control my temper. I tend to get in fights with people at work and people even when I was a kid in high school and sports, and I tend to get in fights with my friends, and I can be kind of mean when I say stuff like I swear and I yell, and I don't really like being that way. And I've had a couple of people just not talk to me anymore because of it.
Gotcha. Can I ask what maybe caused or triggered the fight that got physical with your mom? What caused that?
Yeah. Well, I live in their basement, but it's like a full apartment, and I've been there for a long time, and they've never charged me rent. But she was saying that like because I take really long showers and I use their laundry soap and I leave the lights on all the time and the TV on all night, that like I should pay for utilities. And I'm not even saying that she's wrong about that. I think I just didn't like how she said it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always just so critical and she's always got something negative to say. And so I think just the way she said it, I would have taken it differently if she hadn't said it that way,
Mm-hmm.
but it just escalating and we were both yelling, and then we both grabbed each other and we're kind of pushing, and I'm just I don't want it to be like that with us because
Yeah.
I don't have that relationship with like my dad. He's really mellow, and me and my brother are close. We both kind of have the same opinion of mom because she's always got something to say. And then I had my grandpa, and that was really hard. He died a couple of years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So you were pretty close with him.
Yeah, I just feel like my mom doesn't really get my perspective on anything, and she's always trying to push her perspective on me. So, I just felt like he really got who I was, and if I was upset about something, he kind of saw it from my perspective, and we were just really close. Like, I really just feel like he's the only person that really got me.
Yeah, and feeling attacked by our loved ones is never a good feeling. It almost, for lack of a better word, can feel like betrayal at times. Because you
Mm-hmm.
think you're the person who's supposed to love me, I love you, and things can get
Yeah.
heated and between the people that we love. I mean, it's a tale as old as time that things like that can happen. So it
Yeah.
was,
And I kind of feel like sometimes, like, that's why I get so reactive with other people. Like, even like little criticisms, I'll like really get really, really, really aggressive. And I think that comes from me and my mom's relationship. Like, she's just always so critical. So
mhm.
that's kind of something that sets my temper off.
I gotcha. So let's talk about some things that you do in your free time. Do you have any hobbies, or are you employed anywhere, or how do you spend your time?
Yeah. Well, I work at a tanning salon.
Okay.
I work from like 12 to 8, just a couple days a week. So that's nice. I'd actually like to work a full-time job and get out of my parents' house because I feel like we just get along better.
Hmm.
But so I need like full-time, but I haven't been able to find anything. I've only got a GED because I quit high school. So, I'm looking. I'd really like to do that. And I for fun, I usually, and this is another thing me and my mom are always fighting about, which is like, I usually drink pretty much every night. Me and my friends go out, but it's not a problem because I don't have to be to work till noon. So, like, what else am I going to do? So,
Hmm.
I'll get out and we'll go to the bars at like 10 or 11, and I'll drink, I don't know, 5 or 6 beers at the bar, a couple shots, and then I usually smoke a joint when I get out of work. Sometimes before I go to work, and like I know she thinks it's a problem, but like, what else am I gonna do?
Hmm. And how does the mixture of the weed and alcohol, how does that make you feel?
I don't know. It's fine. Um, Kind of when I'm edgy or upset, the weed kind of calms me down.
Hmm.
And I like drinking a lot. Like sometimes I just feel kind of down on myself, so I feel like that, always makes me feel better, whatever's going on. Like
Hmm.
if I had a fight with my mom, I'll just go smoke pot. I've been doing that since I was a teenager.
Gotcha. Have any negative consequences come of that ever?
Yeah, I've lost a couple of jobs because I was supposed to be there like early in the morning and I couldn't get up in the morning because of the drinking. I got in trouble in high school with sports because of that. I spend a lot of money on it, so that makes it
Hmm.
hard to like um, save up to get out of my parents' house. So yeah, okay.
So yeah, I can definitely see where those things would maybe be hindering your goal achievement. But I think it's a great first step, maybe that you recognize it, because recognizing things that we do that don't always work in our favor can be hard sometimes.
Yeah,
And I also think,
yeah,
like I said before, the goals that you have made for yourself are very very attainable. So, which is why I'm glad that you're
hmm,
here, and I'm very glad that you're wanting to seek some help. So I think
yeah.
that's great. I was going to ask you too about your relationship with your family growing up, like with your brother and your dad. You said that they're pretty mellow. Do they?
Hmm.
Are they able to kind of help you when you're feeling stressed and things like that? Because I know you said that you have some trouble with friends sometimes. Understanding you that you had your grandpa and that was great. What about the rest of your family?
I feel like my brother, even though he kind of agrees that my mom is a bit critical, like I don't think she was ever as hard on him. He was kind of her favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my dad, I think he just rolls with it. I mean, she's critical on him too, and it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't bother him. So I think for them, I mean, I think she does it more to my dad than she does even me, but I think he just doesn't let it bother him.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, I just don't think has ever had to deal with it as much as I have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little different
Mm-hmm.
dynamics wise, but we had a good relationship. I mean, there was nothing besides that with my mom and that kind of negativity. Like we always went on vacations and we
Mm-hmm.
played sports and we've got a nice house and so it's pretty good.
That's good. That's good. So, with your education is, I secondary education is certainly not for everyone. Continuing your education is certainly not for everyone. But you said you did get your GED, so
Mm-hmm.
that's great. Is there anything school wise that you've ever considered? Because that opens doors for some of the goals that you're talking about with getting a different job. Is that something you'd ever be
Yeah,
interested in?
yeah, I kind of thought about cosmetology, and there's like a program at the college that's not too hard. Um, I think they do it at like 8 in the morning though, so that would be rough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could do that in a couple of months. And the lady at my salon that I work at, she might hire me. So
That's awesome. That's great.
yeah, because
Um,
she's got the tanning salon, but she's also got the other stuff too. So yeah, that might kind of work out. And
okay.
then I could have my own schedule and everything too.
Yeah, that's a great thing. It's always great to feel like you're in control of what you're doing. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, I am so glad that you've come in today. I think that this was a great first session. I have a really good understanding of some of your goals, which are definitely achievable. And I look forward to helping you out with those and to coming up with ways that you can maybe harness some of the anger that you're feeling. That's doable. That's what I'm here for, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
All right. Well, thank you. It was really nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as well.